Well, hello guys and gals of the internet. I am Cast of YouTube and Twitch TV, here for something completely different. For the first time in the franchise history, and that's including the games back in the 90s and early 2000s, Formula 1 has a story mode. Welcome to Breaking Point. This is literally the culmination of something that started in 2019 with a very small snippet story segment in that game where you fought alongside Lucas Baby as your teammate and Devin Butler was an on-track rival. But it only really lasted 3 F2 races, and then after that it kind of fizzled away. And even though Devin and Lucas went with you into Formula 1, the story kind of ended. 2 years later, here in 2021, we actually have a fully fledged story. And I'm not joking, I think it's about 15 chapters, I think it is. So it's actually a full-fledged story where we're going to be taking the role of F1 rookie Aiden Jackson. And it looks like Kasper Ackerman is going to be our teammate, and Devin Butler returns. Oh boy, no doubt Devin Butler is going to be a stirrer, let's say, because Devin Butler got quite notoriety, let's say, with his somewhat overconfident attitude, which was quite an interesting character trait. Kasper Ackerman apparently is in the twilight of his career. I think he's probably in the final years of his career somewhat, and Aiden Jackson's coming in, and apparently this starts in 2019 in F2 and then goes into 2020 and then 2021. So we will see the transition of Racing Point into Aston Martin, which would be pretty neat. So it's 3 years worth of story. So this could be quite interesting. I'm looking forward to this so much. Now, this is something that EA have done. EA have generally done story modes with their FIFA and Man series in particular, but this was kind of started 2 years ago. And Codemasters, as we know, were bought by EA recently, but EA have had no say on this game. So Codemasters, over the last couple of years, did this by themselves. I think we all knew that a story mode would be coming with the acquisition that EA made of Codemasters, but Codemasters already had done this already. So, you know, EA, the acquisition is not controversial, but I think people are cautious about it, considering EA's record with their sport games in the past in terms of microtransactions and stuff like that. But the quality of game, the feel of watching it on TV, and their story modes in particular cannot be understated. These guys are great with their story modes, and even though the journey was really one-dimensional, which was kind of disappointing because they put it in as, oh, the decisions you make will change the story. It really didn't, and I'm expecting the same here. I think we're just going to have cutscenes, and I don't think we're going to have really any turning points. And this is a first for Formula 1, so best to start simple and easy and know what you're doing and make a linear storyline. Just a quick note before we start. I've noticed with Kasper Ackerman's helmet and his car, and I will show you before we jump in, I've noticed with his car livery that it seems heavily inspired by Michael Schumacher. Check this out. Now, I know it's probably not copying it entirely, or it could be. Maybe Codemasters got permission to do that, but doesn't that dragon look like the dragon that Michael Schumacher uses or the Schumacher family use for the Keep Fighting Foundation? Seems like Kasper Ackerman might be a Michael Schumacher fan. I can't say for sure, but that does look very familiar to me, and that's a very nice touch to kind of keep Schumacher in the game, along with the quote, first you have to finish. Let me just show you that quickly what I mean. Yeah, apparently that's a quote of Michael Schumacher. Now, I wasn't entirely sure about that. I thought Murray Walker had come up with that, with to finish first you had to finish, but apparently no, Schumacher came up with that, which makes me happy being a Schumacher fan. But I'm kind of hoping that Casper maybe mentions it at some point. Maybe he's built his career around Michael Schumacher, and because he's a veteran, they're basically saying that maybe at one point he raced with Michael Schumacher in his second return to the sport in 2010 through 12. So he might have experienced that. So if he is a Schumacher fan, I already really like him. We'll have to wait and see. I could be reading too much into it, but yeah, it does look familiar, doesn't it? Anyway, let's stop beating around the bush. Let's get into this. There are 3 difficulties here. Normal is great for newcomers to the F1 series, suitable for all assist levels. Challenging offers a balanced experience that's recommended for players comfortable using fewer assists. And hard is for those seeking a greater test of skill, optimized for player using lower assist levels. I would say I'm kind of in the middle. Really. I can drive with almost no assists except for the gearbox and the corner line. I only use the corner line. I don't use the full line, but I use the corner line because I have a tendency to get corners wrong, especially in the later games. So I'm sort of in the middle. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick challenging here, as it seems just below my kind of level, as it were. Ooh, okay, so we can select a team. Now, as you probably noticed from the poster there, it seems like not the canon, but the kind of thing is that they are AlphaTauri drivers, which kind of makes sense, but for Ackerman probably not so much, because, you know, AlphaTauri are the kind of growing ground for young drivers, so they kind of have young drivers more than someone of Casper's experience. So I don't think we'll go there. Oh, nice touch. So you begin a Racing Point in 2020 and become Aston Martin a year later. Nice, I like that a lot. Nice touch. Alfa Romeo, I can see a lot of YouTubers picking Alfa Romeo, and I can also Tom Lady wants to also race as Alfa Romeo as well, so I'll leave that to her and have a bit of a different experience. Haas, definitely not, because if I do Haas, then that might take Mick Schumacher out of the car, and I kind of want to see him in the 2021 season, so definitely not. So the last thing is Williams, which I was kind of leaning towards anyway, because I think Williams would just be kind of an awesome kind of story here. Now, yes, it takes George Russell out of the game, but Aiden Jackson, young, British, so he can be the, let's say, George Russell regen sort of story. So, yeah, I think Williams would make the most sense. The only thing I'm worried about is that if picking Williams means Devin Butler goes to Haas, will that take Mick Schumacher out of the game because Nikita Mazepin's their lead driver? That's the only thing I'm really worried about, but if it has to be, it has to be. But we'll pick Williams, because I think that'll be really cool. And they're kind of one of my favourite teams in the sport. I don't really have a favourite team. I was a big fan of Super Aguri, I think. McLaren, Williams, obviously. But I don't really have a team so much. So I focus more on the singular drivers. Well, Mick Schumacher in particular, along with Charles Leclerc and Max Verstappen. I just specify the track surface properties. Simply made them easier to drive over, so you can get back on track more quickly. Huh. We'll have realistic, and we'll race starts manual. I'm assuming this is going to have sort of like race starts or mid-race scenarios and short, maybe 25% races. So for one of the very few times I've done live com over Formula 1 games, because most of my F1 videos have been post-com, this will actually be a brand new experience, as this is more of a playthrough rather than something I need to concentrate. So I might not be talking much during the racing, but I guess we'll see. I'm probably going to use a lot of flashbacks, because as you might see, I'll be running wide a lot, and this will be in a play-through format. So it's going to be a totally different experience in F1 games for me. So Yeah, let's get started. So with the 2019 Formula 2 Championship coming down to the final race of the season, young British driver Aiden Jackson is looking to etch his name into the history books. So he would obviously be winning it over Nick De Vries, who is the 2019 champion. Okay. I'm gonna guess he's at Carlin? Yeah. Okay. So actual kind of CG cutscenes. Wow. That is already, like, amazingly good.
An incredible race! Look at it! Every driver is being so
Okay, so tires are all
aggressive.
good.
Check it
I was
out!
worried about that for a minute.
Be feeling the pressure right now. None more so than young Aiden Jackson from Carlin.
That's right. Rumors from the paddock talk about a possible future for Jackson in Formula 1. And with only a few laps to go, this is still anyone's race.
The atmosphere here
So
is
it's literally
and
Lando
we
Norris.
for a better finish to the F2 season here in Abu Dhabi.
Alec Jakes is a legend already. He really is. I'm a big fan of his.
Okay, Aiden, you're doing great. Keep focused.
Huh.
You know what to do.
Nice.
Copy that.
That was nice. Did you hear that? You actually heard Jackson speaking on the radio. That is ace. Finished first. We're in P4. That's sort of doable. Okay, so we're coming up to Santa Camara here. I don't know what the difficulty is. Poaching bat markers. Oh, I bet that's Rangunathan. I bet it is. That's got to be Rangunathan if it's an MP Motorsport car, right? I've only got 2 laps to catch him though, and Abu Dhabi's not really one of my stronger tracks. Whoa. There was a curve there, that was a big bump. Get the RS. Griffin wasn't making it easy there. I don't know why he's being lapped. To that scene, where's Schumacher? He's P11. Oh, that's sad. He was P14, so he's only made up like 3 places. Rest in peace, Antoine Hubert. Nick De Vries is 13th. Sean Galeo's last but 1. That makes sense. Calderon's doing well in P14. So Giotto is leading from Latifi. And Calamala is 6th. Really cool how they have the 2019 cars. I kind of wish they were in the game, like, for you to pick. I can understand why they're not, but I wish they were kind of in the game for you to pick. I don't know if we're going to catch Giotto. We might catch Latifi. If I run wide in corners, I won't. Jesus Christ, my driving's terrible today. I think it was really cool how you got to hear Aiden Jackson on the radio. Nice touch. Back end step down. I'm going to try not to use flashbacks too much because I don't know what the difficulty is, but I'm assuming it's not that high because I'm keeping up with the TV here. Oh shoot. I better get a penalty for that. I didn't mean to hit him. Dive bomb, send it. Oh, I think I hit him. Like Max Verstappen, send it there. 2 laps to catch Giotto. We might do it. Oh boy, DRS there, I didn't. So yeah, Giotto in the Virtuoso car. Yeah, that makes sense. Joined High-Tech in 2020, I think. I'm always getting that corner wrong.
This is your final lap of the race.
Oh, around the outside into turn 1. Oh, I didn't want to risk it. Always cut the corner there. Forced him to take more curb than he wanted. So we've already got a helmet. This is the Aiden Jackson helmet in the deluxe edition of the game. I like it. I think Giotto's going to DRS. Well, you chose moved up to P5 apparently. I wonder what setups you'll run in the races. Whether that'll be automatically set up for you or not, or just default setup. Default setup will work at some tracks, but not others. I don't think it works at Hungary too well. I've never done well with default setup at Hungary. Spain's another. I'm not good at Spain at all. Monaco, obviously I'm absolutely dreadful. But Singapore, not so much. Obviously won that in the 2010 year for the Rewriting History series. Let's go, lads. P1. Oof. Big lock up there. Hold up. That was bad. Still big Giotto there. I'll take it.
Fantastic work, Aiden. Great drive, mate. Congratulations.
Nice.
Yes! Come on!
I love it. That was awesome.
And he's done it. Jackson's done it. Aiden Jackson wins the F2 championship.
What a win for Jackson! What a win!
And it couldn't have gone to a better driver. A magnificent result. He's already been vocal about his dreams of one day driving for Mercedes in Formula One.
He literally is George Russell.
Watching today.
So I guess we're going to have Mercedes links like George Russell.
Aiden Jackson.
Pricking Williams was quite written in the stars then.
For this incredible driver.
Indeed.
I'll try not to talk
After
too much
this,
over
I
cutscenes.
guarantee that Jackson will be the hot topic in more than a few upcoming F1 team meetings. The future's definitely bright for this young driver.
There's the one of the Williams guys. And obviously, dreams of racing for Mercedes, that makes sense. Williams is one of the what's the word? You know, the proving grounds. One of the Mercedes young driver teams. Williams have their own academy though, so. But I think Mercedes still have like links to it. So, Chapter 1. Having won the F2 Championship, Aiden Jackson has now secured a seat in Formula 1 and is preparing to take his first steps into the world's most prestigious motorsport series. Oh, a press conference.
Now you've made the
And
leap
there's
to
Will
Formula
Buxton.
1, no surprise to anyone who's been watching your career. How does it feel to be on the verge of getting behind the wheel for your first race?
To be honest with you, Will, it hasn't really quite sunk in yet. The team has
There's
given me a
Ocon.
fantastic opportunity. It's a once in a
And was
lifetime,
that Norris?
a dream come true.
Yeah.
So, to answer your question, I feel like a little kid. I look around and I'm surrounded by my heroes, you know?
Aw.
I've even had to pinch myself a couple of times. So, yeah, it can be a bit overwhelming. But out on the track, the speed, the noise, even the smell, it's all the same. I just hope my driving is too.
And what about Casper Ackerman? Are you intimidated at all having such a seasoned and experienced driver as your first teammate in Formula One? How's that relationship coming along?
I've always looked up to Casper as someone to aspire to.
Oh.
Growing up as a kid, his pictures all over my bedroom walls, you know? The dream was always
Aw.
to be Casper. But, as it turns out, I'll be racing alongside Casper, which is good enough for me. I get to learn from the best. Besides, every legend has to start somewhere, right?
Yeah.
Aiden, just wondering if we can get your reaction to the obvious comparisons that are being made between you and another F1 driver. Much like you, he made the transition from F2 to F1 last season. What do you say to the press here, and to your fans, who are calling you the new Devon Butler?
The new Devon Butler. I'm alright with that. Does that mean we can lose the old one?
Right.
You come over well.
So Butler's.
They like
yeah.
I don't know what you were worried about.
Thanks.
You know, everything's going to be fine out there today. I just know it. Just do what you did in F2. Easy.
I think I get what he's saying,
Thanks,
but
Ryan.
I think they are
I won't let you down.
quite different, actually. Like, in terms of the cars, definitely. So,
Come on, Aiden. You've got this.
so what they're doing is they are saying that Devon has already come in. So what they're doing there is they're taking the 2019. Yeah, they're taking the 2019. Okay, so they're saying that Devon came in 2018. Has already been there for 2019, so they're kind of following the story from 2019 along, and now, yeah, he's there now. So where is he? Can we tell where he is? After all, it is the start of a brand new Formula 1 season, and 2020 is shaping it to be one for the history books. Oh yeah, it was that, alright. With a packed race calendar ahead, it's time to clear your schedules as our weekends are going to be busy. Aside from the usual on-track drama and passion, this Grand Prix season marks the 70th anniversary of the very first Formula 1 Championship race in Silverstone, which we're sure will be one of the high points of the year. This is some new regulations for the technically minded fans to watch out for. Issues no decision overall, we can't wait to see what the new year brings. Claire Brody, apparently, I think her name that says. So we could read all this news. Sick. 6-time Formula 1 champion Lewis Hamilton, currently second in all-time rankings. Oh, well, call from Brian here. Looks like an iPhone.
Hello?
Aiden, are you in your room?
Oh, hey Brian. Yeah, I'm in my room.
Good. Well, have a look around. I hope you like it. Should be everything you need in there. News feeds, social media. It's hooked up to the lot. Just do me a favour, eh?
Go on.
Make sure you check your emails. I think there's a message in there for you.
Alright.
Oh, right. Thanks, Brian.
Take a breather, do what you need to do, and I'll see you before the race.
Nice one.
So it's a real F1 2010 through 12 or 13 vibe. Well, F1 2010 and 11 in particular, but it's got this kind of vibe where you have emails and stuff. Now his mum's calling.
Hello?
Hello, love. How's it going?
Alright, Ma. Yeah, it's going alright. Just getting ready.
Aw.
I saw your interview.
And?
You need a haircut.
Alright. Well, thanks, I guess.
But aside from that, you were great. I'm so proud of you, Aiden.
I know, Ma. Thanks.
I wish I could be out there with you. This is everything you've worked towards.
Yeah, I know, but you'll be at the next one.
Just do what you do, and everything will be great.
Thanks, Ma.
And remember, mirror, signal, maneuver. And always stick to the speed limit.
Great advice. I'm all over it.
I know you are, love. I'll speak to you later. Good luck.
Bye.
Aww. Hamilton is hot on the heels of Michael Schumacher being only one win away from matching the German 7-strong record. Oh, my heart. Well, can I wait to see how this plays out? Hamilton is already the kind of F1 driver that only comes around once in a generation. You get one step closer to making history and becoming the greatest of all time. I've always said this. I think Hamilton's already there. I think he doesn't need to win the championship to become the GOAT. I think he's already there. I really do. As much as it pains me to say it, being a Michael Schumacher fan, facts are facts. You know, you can't argue it. I think he's already there. He's taken the wins. He's taken the podiums. He's taken the poles. He's taken lead race laps. He's taken almost everything aside from the titles. And I think even if he doesn't win this 8th this season, he's there. He's done it already, in my view, anyway. I know I'm reading a lot. I know I'm reading this a lot, but I kind of want to. Johnson returned to Williams after winning it. Ryan Doyle, official team and driver, as a complete natural. Hands down one of the best up-and-coming drivers I've seen. Well, I think in 2020, Williams were moving up the field, mostly. Do you know the 2020 season sees the 85th race in the combined history of the Australian Grand Prix, which began with the 100 miles road course way back in 1928. 25th time the event has been held at Albert Park. Schumacher and Ferrari hold the current net record from 2004, which still stands, I think. But the second being faster is driving compared to... And that's Lucas Weber. Oh, nice! So Lucas Weber, there he is. He's got an Easter egg. So I wonder if in 2019 Weber's not there? Is Weber actually a person in the game, or is it just an Easter egg? Looks like an Easter egg for now. Personally, I remember the second being fast and easy to drive, so I guess Weber isn't there anymore? That's sad. How did he make it and Butler's... Like, how did he get dropped and Butler's still there? Trackside. So trackside is like a kind of thing like paddock pass, like Will Buxton does. So yeah, it's a very F1 2010 11 vibe with this all this kind of stuff you can see. That is pretty neat. So yeah, you get your own social media thing. Oh cool! It's got Matt! It's got Matt from WTF1. Let's hear a new F1 season. Feel like we've been waiting all year for this. That's pretty neat. How they get like official Twitter people on it. That's cool. What have you been waiting for all year for this? How much do Aiden Jackson can do smashed in F2? Oh, here's Butler. It's good to have another Brit in the mix, although he is racing with the big boys now. Ham Fan 01. Jackson feeling the nerves. I think that's a Williams crew member. See if there's anybody else that we actually know here. Streamer tips. What about your webcam or PC setup? A quality mic can make all the difference. Hashtag streaming. Oh, that's cool. Jimmy Broadbent. I know Jimmy Broadbent. Alarm didn't go off. Would not have been a happy boy if I missed the start. So Jimmy Broadbent, someone I know. They got Coulthard. So it's actually, I think it's mostly official people here. Even Coulthard. Mercedes and Ferrari have dominated the sport since 2014. Hoping for a bit of shake up this year. Sweet. Actors cards. Not sure who that is. Oh, look who it is! It's the magician himself. It's Arav. It's Arav the wizard. Sweet. They got Arav in the game. Have they got Tiny Murder? I wonder if they have. Oh, that is sick. Oh, no sign of Tyler Murdoch. Maybe he's on later. That's cool. They already got like 2 or 3 F1 personalities in there.